Let me break down Krishna for you. He's easily one of the most loved gods in Hinduism, not some distant, serious deity. He's more like that fun, wise friend who's got great stories, a mischievous side, and actually gets what life's about. Let's walk through his life like we're chatting over coffee. First, let's start with his birth total against all odds energy. Krishna was born in a town called Mathura, way back in ancient India. The bad guy here was King Kamsa, Krishna's evil uncle. Kamsa heard a prophecy. His sister Devaki, Krishna's mom, would have a son who'd kill him. So Kamsa locked Devaki and her husband Vasudeva up and killed every baby. They had 7 babies before Krishna was born. But Krishna's no ordinary kid. The night he was born, Vasudeva snuck him out of the prison. The river Yamuna was flooded, but Chiji, miracle, happened. The water parted so he could walk through, and a big snake wrapped around Krishna to keep him warm and safe. Vasudeva took Krishna to a village called Vrindavan, where he left him with a cowherd family, Yashoda his foster mom and Nanda his foster dad. That's where Krishna grew up, and honestly, his childhood is the stuff of legends. Krishna was a charming troublemaker as a kid. Everyone called him Makankor, which means butter thief. His favorite trick, sneaking into neighbors' houses to steal butter. Then running around Vrindavan with his friends, grinning like he didn't do anything wrong, even when Yashoda tried to scold him. He'd give her that cute, innocent look, and she couldn't stay mad. He also loved playing his flute, this magical flute that would make everyone stop what they were doing. Cows would come over to listen, birds would sit still. Even the gopis, the village girls who herded cows, would drop their work just to hear him play. He'd dance with the gopis under the stars. Those moments are called Ras Leela, and they're all about joy and love, not anything weird. As he got older, Krishna had to step up. Remember King Kamsa? He found out Krishna was alive and sent all sorts of monsters to kill him, giant snakes, demons, even a wild elephant. But Krishna was smart and strong. He beat every single one. Finally, he went back to Mathura, faced Kamsa, and killed him just like the prophecy said. That's when he stopped being just the butter thief kid and became a protector for the people. But the biggest part of Krishna's story, the one that still matters to millions today, is what he said in the Bhagavad Gita. Let me explain it simply. There was a huge war called the Mahabharata between 2 families fighting for their kingdom. Krishna was the charioteer, the guy driving the chariot for Arjuna, a warrior who was supposed to fight. But when Arjuna looked at the battlefield, he saw his family, his teachers, his friends on the other side. He freaked out and said, "I can't do this, I'd rather quit than kill the people I love." That's when Krishna sat him down and gave this speech, the Bhagavad Gita. He didn't say go kill them. Instead he said, your duty, it's called dharma, is to do what's right even when it's hard. Don't worry about winning or losing, just focus on doing your job with kindness and honesty. Life's not about avoiding pain. It's about being brave enough to stand up for good. It's not about violence, it's about responsibility. And loving people even when things get messy. Krishna's story doesn't end with the war though. He lived on as a leader, helping people. And when his time on earth was done, he went back to being a god. But people still feel close to him because he's so human. He laughed, he stole butter. He comforted his friends, he made mistakes sort of. You'll always see him depicted with a flute in his hand, a peacock feather in his hair, and sometimes holding a lotus, all symbols of joy and love. Even today, Hindus celebrate him like crazy. There's Janmashtami, his birthday. People build little prisons out of wood, hide butter on high shelves, and kids climb up to steal it, just like Krishna did. And Holi, the color festival. A lot of the fun comes from stories of Krishna throwing colored powder at his friends as a kid. So yeah, Krishna's not just a god story. He's a reminder that being good doesn't mean being perfect. It means being kind, doing your best, and never losing that sense of joy. Pretty cool for a guy who started out as a butter-stealing kid, right?